Hey, in time, I'm back. Back to the food thing. Survival recap. Make sure that you've got plenty of food. I told y'all a while back. I told y'all I got a bunch of food I bought from Survival Enterprise before it's too late.com. I mean, with the turkey and the chicken and the beef, you know, and canned food that lasts 5 to 10 years. I've got it. I've got canned cheese. I've got all these items that are storable foods, okay, that are in safe places. 3 different places. I always do things in 3s. But having said that, let's move on from that. You have to look at your situation. You have to see what is necessary for your survival based on your environment, okay? Based on your environment. Now, and like I said, this is just a recap. I'm not covering everything. Now, think of food. Write it down. One by one, one by one, one by one. You know, I've got so many different kinds of seasoning. You can buy seasoning cans that last for a long time. And without MSG in it, you know. And I'm not trying to do a health program right here. I know we're talking survival, but, you know, you try to use wisdom and make sure that the least amount of toxins is in the food when you buy it if you can. And that's for you to research on your own. But having said that, let's move on to the water situation for a minute, you know. And I know some people say that all bottled water is bad for you in the bottles, and I understand that. Well, I've got a well, and I've got a way to keep pumping water with a well. But at the same time, I'm going to be honest with you. I've got some certain bottles of water, cases after cases after cases, that are in a cool, dry place, and that if push comes to shove, I will drink it. I don't buy that daggum Sam's Club or that generic crap, nothing like that, but I do have some bottled water, JIC, baby, just in case. Plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of ammo, and plenty of home protection, okay? Now, having said that, I'm going to step right here for just a second. Y'all don't leave me. I want to show you something. Hold on. Y'all bear with me in time. Okay. See that right there? Oh, it's going to be a little glare. I know. These daggum lights in here. I ain't crazy about them. Okay, this kit, I want to show you something real quick. Purchased this kit a while back. I've got 4 of them. But y'all bear with me, because some of you gonna enjoy this, some of you ain't. Those of you that ain't, just move on. It ain't time to fight, it's time to prepare. But if you'll notice in this kit, if I can get it open without spilling everything out of it. Oh, good grief. Y'all bear with me. In time ain't no producer or nothing, but let's see. There we go. Okay, that's one side of it. I mean, literally. Literally. What it is a big first aid kit. I've got some smaller ones, but I've got 4 of these too. Loaded, loaded, loaded down. Look, even an injury that requires, say you got chewed. Let's just say this. Let's just say that you were out. Let's just say that you were out and you were going to hunt. Let's just say you live in an area that you need to go kill something. If it got to that point and you were going to take your crossbow or something, and you were going to go out and you were going to kill you some game. And while you were sitting there on the ground, a mountain lion lurked up on you, and he bit you up and clawed you up, and you made it back home. I'm just using a worst case scenario here as far as having to sew yourself up. And let's just say you can't get to the hospital and they're closed down, martial law is going on. In that kit right there, yes sir, in that kit right there has your cat gut, your hook needles, everything. Sew up, I mean, up to 500 inches worth of stitches if you need them. And I'm not real good on this, explaining myself on this medical stuff, but I just know that if I needed to use it, I could sew myself up. Let me put it to you like that. The kit cost me about $80. I bought it at a gun show, along with the other 3 I bought. Then I've got the smaller ones, you know, we keep in the vehicle. There's nothing wrong with preparing. There's nothing wrong with preparing. So, you know, with your food, with your water, with your ammo, with your guns, think about medical kits that you may need in a worst case scenario that you need to sew yourself up, you know. You may have to bite on a stick and it may hurt. And of course they got the deadening pads and stuff like that in there that deaden the area in certain of them, but then other of them, that's just a joke. Some of these daggum kits I've seen, they're just a joke. I mean, you'd be better off to go to daggum Walmart and put it together yourself, you know, than you would to be buy some of these kits. But that's a jam-up kit. I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out the brand of it, y'all. If you'll bear with me just a minute. Let me see if I can. I don't actually know the brand, to be honest with you. I just know I looked through it and I liked it and I got it, but I don't know who sells it. I really don't. Like I said, I bought it at the gun show. But in any event, I think that you'd be very wise to get up some medical kits. You'd be very wise to get you up some good medical kits, okay? That you can take care of yourself in the event, in the untimely event that you can't get to an emergency room to be sewed up in case something takes place with you, okay? Now, having said that, let's move on to another area. Let's move on to vitamins to build up the immune system. Vitamin D 2 and 3. You know, the capsules that are 2 and 3,000 international units. The vitamin D is great against bird flu. It really is. I'm just telling you, it's great. It builds your immune system up. Vitamin C, okay? I mean, then the list goes on and on. Do your own research on vitamins. I'm not trying to say that anything does anything. I'm just telling you what it has done for my life and on a personal basis. You know, with the inner food that I'd bought, and my wife takes it religiously. I skip it every now and then because I get busy and doing different things, but she is really on that inner food, and she really has, her energy level has went up, and she's losing weight. She keeps taking it too much longer. I have to pull her off of it because she gets shade under light wire. But anyway, that was just the low joke, trying to break up some of the seriousness here for a minute. But having said that, check on your vitamins. Check on the things that you need, especially if you had kids and stuff like that. Certain vitamins. Now, we use a lot of herbal stuff. I don't get into that Advil and the Aleve and all. Of course, I got some JIC, like I said, just in case, because you don't never know. But as far as taking it every day to get out of the bed or go to sleep, no, I don't deal with it. I just don't deal with that. I'd rather take something natural that God made when I have the chance. Okay. Now, having said that, why don't we think about this? Now check this out. What about? And I'm not getting personal here. End Time ain't trying to get personal here, but what about your drawers and your panties and all that, and your bras, and what about your socks? I mean, look, I generally wear mine till they got holes and look like Swiss cheese. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's just the way us men are. You know, we just soon wear them with holes in them, and because they're comfortable and all. But you know, I've got a stock of underwear. I've got a stock of socks. You know, I've got some extra T-shirts. I do for my kids. I do for my wife. You know, and you know, just think about that. You know, and of course, you see me wear green shirts a lot in videos. Well, I bought these at Cabela's in 2001. Here we are in 2009, and I'm still wearing them. Now the collars are getting a little wore right here, but as far as this canvas, $24.99 a piece I gave for these shirts they were on sale in 2001. I'm still wearing them. I'm still wearing the shirts. Now I've got 4 or 5 new ones, you know, that I haven't wore. You know, I've washed them a couple times, but I haven't worn them. Every now and then I'll put on a new one, but I try to wear it. I try to wear clothes. I don't try to be a fashion designer. I don't believe in worrying with that. But at the same time, think about your clothes situation. Think about all these things that End Time's trying to tell you. And please, I am begging you to prepare. Okay, let's just say nothing does happen in the next year, which I believe it is. But let's just say that nothing don't happen. Well, you're in deflationary period right now. Hyperinflation's coming. The shirt that I paid $24.95 for in 2001, that shirt is $49.95 right now at Cabela's. Do you get my drift? That's just one example of many. Okay? One example of many. Why have I got diesel fuel put up? Because I'd rather bought it. I'd rather buy it at $2.50 something a gallon right now than at $4.50 again. Hyperinflation. You see what I'm getting at? And the list goes on, and I know I've not covered it all. We'll do another video real quick on this, and End Time will be back.